G'day folks, welcome back to Tales of the Shire and obviously our hobbit hole here in Bywater. Hope you guys are doing well and well, as you can see it has turned into autumn in the previous episode and hopefully we get the option to grow a whole bunch of new things. So I'm getting very excited about what kind of ingredients we're going to be able to use. Speaking of ingredients, we do have a meal to prepare for a couple of people, don't we? And we also have progress, obviously, on trying to make Bywater a village. We've got another club to try and revive, the cooking club, so hopefully we'll be able to do that without too much of an issue, unlike the 2-star vegetables that we tried to, tried to make. But anyway, we do need to make a couple of bitter meals. So let's see if we can make that and perhaps maybe make it in time for lunch. Obviously need to get these people to our home and we need to have the meal in time. So yeah, let's get to it. So let's take a look at all of our recipes and yeah, I mean, we really need to be able to go heavy on the bitterness, right? So I'm just, concerned about what our options are here and, whether or not we'll be able to get there. So, crispy fish pie has a requirement for Daundace, which is already bitter. So if we mix that with another bitter vegetable and perhaps maybe some bitter mushrooms, then, we could potentially make the right dish. So let's just see. Yeah, we could put some beans in there, and then we could put some penny buns in there as well. So that should give us a bitter dish. So let's cook this, and yeah, let's try and get the right texture. So to make something crisp, that's something that I'm a little bit confused of. Because all we can do is, cook something to make it tender, or do I just not put it in the pan and that might make it crisp? I think that might be the way to go, but anyway. This should be a little bit chunky, right? Like maybe we go with that much. Yeah, okay, so I think the chunkiness level should be looking good. We didn't fry that, so I don't know if that pushed things to the left or not. It didn't seem to do that, so I'm really not entirely sure about the crispiness. Anyway, let's maybe just do middle ground for this. And yeah, is there anything that I can do right now to make things crispy? Maybe not. Maybe we need a new tool for the kitchen. I don't know when we would get something like that, but anyway, let's assemble this and let's work on the next ingredient. Again, we'll... Whoops. No, that went a little too far, didn't it? Whoopsie. Well, we have one more opportunity here to try and make things smooth. Don't want to go overboard, obviously. There we go. Alright, it is a bitter dish. Let's store that in the backpack. And then, now, let me just take a look at our backpack. Okay, we do have a few spaces, which means that it's okay for us to make another dish. Do we have any nuts that would be bitter? Oh, walnuts are bitter. Nice, okay. Well, let's go with a nice, like, bitter pikelet. Hopefully that turns out bitter. And we just need to make this tender. So it should be easy enough. So let's get the currants in there and... yeah. We should probably just do middle ground. Oh, hang on. So sometimes I feel like you can't really chop anything further. Like, the game literally prevents that from happening for whatever reason. Perhaps maybe it could depend on the ingredient that you're chopping. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, that was a complete fumble on my end. Anyway, it did turn out bitter. It's probably not going to have the best texture, but that's okay. We'll live with that. Okay, so let me actually drop these in here. It's okay to drop, like, meals in there, I think, and then we can come back to it when we're ready to actually serve people. I'm a little bit more keen on making a little bit of cash and buying a few more seeds so that we can just plant a whole bunch of stuff, right? Like, I was sort of thinking we want one more of the eggplant seeds just to make everything happy in this spot here. And what else can we grow? We've got plenty of space, so we should try to grow more stuff, and you know, hopefully we'll have heaps of produce to work with moving forward. So let's do a batch of fish. Try to, you know, make as much money as we can. If I can actually attract any of these fish, that would be nice. Also, I wonder if we might get any fish that come out in autumn. And not just, you know, the fish that we can generally catch. I mean, we did end up using a few different fish in some of our meals, right? Like, at least, like, the first meal, the crispy fish pie. So, it might not be a bad idea to keep some of them. Maybe if we find, yeah, here, a dawn dace. I'll maybe keep the dawn dace just in case, you know? I'll sell the rest. Alright, enough fishing for now. And I don't think we've really done too much foraging in this new season, so I'm kind of keen to look around to see what's available. It looks like the hedge mustard might be available. I don't know if it is available all year round, or if it's, you know, only available for maybe a couple of seasons. But we can grab all of this, and we can try and sell all of this as well. Why not? Ooh, and we found more walnuts. I will say yes to more walnuts. Because, yeah, having the option to, you know, convert the flavor of certain dishes with, you know, different flavor options for a certain ingredient is always nice. So, should keep the walnuts, to be honest. Alright, so let's sell. I'd say the hedge mustard can go. And then I think we can get rid of the honeyed chub and the bywater bleaks. Or maybe we can keep a couple of them. So we've got 400 now. Actually, let me go back there and let me buy some more seeds. So we've got a lot of space to work with. I wonder if I should just like buy a few more of these pumpkin seeds. I mean, I guess we might want to be growing some other stuff aside from pumpkin though. So maybe I should reserve like one of the planters for, you know, other things. Does he sell anything different in a different season? I Doesn't look like it. I think we've seen all of this before. Should I buy some eggs? Might not be a bad idea. That way, when the time comes, we have the eggs to use for the right recipe. I will also go and see Sandy Man. And we'll buy a little bit of extra flour. But yeah, it is lunchtime already. So we ought to go back and get those folks around. Oh, there's something going on here. Let's observe. Hello, Mr. Sandyman. Young Rosie, how are you, my girl? You're here to buy some flour for your father? He knows I'm the only one he can buy it from. He must hate that. Actually, no. I want to buy some flour for myself. Learning a bit of cooking, are we? That's nice. How much do you need? 20 sacks. 20 sacks? What are you making? A pie? With 20 sacks of flour? You can't be serious. I am serious, and so is my pie. Are you sure this isn't for your father? All right, 20 sacks to Cotton Farm. No, to the Green Dragon. Hang on, little miss. If your mam wanted 20 sacks of flour, she would have told your dad to get it, and he's sent you. But it's not from mam. Sorry, it's not from my mam. It's for everyone else in the Green Dragon. Everyone else? That doesn't make sense. There's loads of hobbits in the Green Dragon. What are they going to do? Divide it all up between themselves? Of course not. They're going to make something. A pie. Just one pie? Yes. For all of them? Yes. But that pie would have to be enormous. It is. That's why I need 20 sacks of flour. But, hang on. I give up. 20 sacks of flour to the Green Dragon. I'll get it there tomorrow. Thank you, Mr. Sandyman. Okay. Grumpy as always. The flour feud. Love it. Let's buy... Do we want to buy some oats as well? I think I'll just buy a bit of flour here. 120, yes. There goes a lot of our cash, though. Let's buy a little bit of flour as well. Just to be sure that we've got all the ingredients we need for when we decide to make, like, rhubarb, like, what was it? Like, porridge and stuff, was it? Anywho, time for that meal. And when it comes to the bowl for Lily, I think we might wait until tomorrow to have a chat about that. Because once the meal's over, obviously we're going to do a few bits and pieces before it might actually be the end of the day. And yeah, we should be able to, you know, sleep and progress. We'll keep the mixing bowl till tomorrow morning. Tempting to go for some more fish, but let's not do that, shall we? So, there's a bit of growing to be done as well, but I might leave that until after the meal. So, let me tuck away all this stuff that we have. Alright, and I need meals. Yeah. So let's grab these. And hopefully people are happy with what we've made for them. I'm sure they will be, though. So let's break out these meals. I guess it doesn't matter who gets what. Let's Let's rotate that a little bit, make it look visually appealing. There you go. Alright, let's start this meal. Afternoon tea at home. Okay, it's past lunchtime, is it? Man, I really, really wish that they would do something about, like, the waypoint system here. Like, we're clearly in the place that we need to be. I just don't like how it, you know, interferes with, like, cutscenes and stuff. Okay. I think they both enjoyed it, so that's good. And hopefully Sandy Man is a bit happier now after being a little bit grumpy with us. And I better check the rest of my mail because I think Orlo mentioned maybe a few people getting a little bit upset at us. Maybe I need to do a meal with like a bigger group. Okay, she doesn't have any gifts for us apparently. What about Sandy Man? Let's just clear that for a second. A raised cheese bread for you. I'm quite the generous fellow. Okay. Raised cheese bread. We're gonna need to buy some cheese then. Alright. Like most of this lot, I've got work to do, so unless you've got something to buy... No. Alright, you can get back to work. Let me just take a look at that recipe though. Oh, we have the ability to make it already. So a little bit of yeast is required as well, which we did buy at some point, and some onions. Very interesting. I don't know what cheese we have access to, but I assume it's going to be salty. Would it be? Or perhaps maybe it could be sweet. Actually, let's just take a look at this. Oh, we actually have a few options. Very interesting. So there's a spicy cheese. And there's a bitter one. Okay. Very interesting indeed. Well, anyway, with the meal done, let's do a bit of growing and we'll check our mail just to see who might be getting upset with us, unless we do anything. Hobson Hornblower, so we'll need to do something about that. And, well, Farmer Cotton. Okay. Why don't we just invite both of them? So we can hopefully satisfy them with a meal tomorrow. Farmer Cotton and... Where's Hobson Hornblower? I mean, they probably get along really, really well. Lily will probably be upset that Farmer Cotton's hanging out with Hobson, though. Can we do 3? No, we can only do 2. Alright, we don't really know any of their cravings, but hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to get an idea of what they want to eat. So, let's continue. Send the invites. And I get a feeling that Lily Cotton's probably going to be upset with us very soon because we only have like 1 heart with her. Alright, so let's take a look at our seed bag and let's just plan things out again. So, yeah, these guys should be very happy growing together. So let's drop that in there. And so yeah, we've got plenty of space, but perhaps maybe what we want to do is just utilize 1 or 2 of them. Yeah, they're very happy growing together though, which is good. Put that one in the corner there. And yeah, I can't even grow any more beans because it's not summer. That kind of worries me a little bit because we did use up like 1 of our beans to make something taste bitter. And, well, if we need more of it, it's going to be a bit of an issue, right? Forgot about doing all of the watering, actually. Okay, am I seeing things correctly? But I did see one of the circles not colored in, and I'm assuming that meant that it only consumed, you know, one batch of water, essentially. Yeah, again, I'm still not entirely sure about the system there. But anyway, we are sort of ready for the end of the day. We could have a sleep, but you know what, I may as well just do a little bit of fishing, prepare ourselves to sell on the next day, and then, yeah, I'm thinking we should try and bank up a little bit more money. I think first thing tomorrow, we'll just sell all of these fish that we've caught. Great. Still got space, so methinks we'll go to the stone bridge as usual, and let's see if we can't catch a few more. And see, the hazelnuts are still forageable this time of year. Whoops. Oh, I caught it anyway. Okay. Don't know how that worked, but I guess we managed to catch it, like, at the very, very last minute. Okay, that's all the fish available to us right now. We do still have space for one other thing to gather. Ooh. What do we have here? We've got some plums in this season. Let's grab all of them. I don't really have space for anything else though, do I? What is this? Oh, maybe that's, are they apples? Could be. Do I let go of something? I think we can trash the hazelnuts. Yeah, okay. I see a few more, just along the pathway here. Just looking at the time, actually, no, are these... No, these are something else completely. What would these things be? Alright, let's not worry about, you know, having to pick up everything, because I do still want to sell the fish. But, yeah, I do want to go home. Perhaps maybe coming out this way early on in the day. Might not be a bad idea. And yeah, we should look around a little bit more in some of the areas that we have been to for the changes of the forageables. Oh. I guess we can just greet every single animal that we see. Is that fair? Or a fair assumption? Okay, so let's just drop in all of this. And I'll keep the fish because we're about to sell that. Let's have that sleep. So it'll tell us probably that we've discovered quite a few new things, which is good. Rainy day, just as well. So, a bit less work for us in the morning. Let's maybe change our outfit a little bit. Maybe we can go with the plain shirt. And let's go with the cape, because it is rainy today. And yeah, maybe we can do the grey water trudging breeches. Okay. Good stuff. Let's check in on what people want to eat, and how concerned we should be. Invite acceptance, no discounts. Good morning, your patronage is duly noted. Do stop by if there's anything else you need for the meal. A jewel of the elves, and no, not a flower. Tangy and pungent, I want for the sour. Okay, good. Well, one sour meal coming right up. And another one, I guess. Good morning, Hobbit. I can't say no to a nice home-cooked meal, even if it's not Lily's. I'm looking forward to it. It was good. Surprising. Hello, Banks. That meal you served yesterday suited me very nicely. I have to say, I'm quite surprised. Obviously, you used only the finest flour. That's my flour, Hobbit, in case you didn't get what I was on about. From the closest mill in 4 miles, Sandyman. Great stories and meals alike. Good morning, Blue. That was a lovely meal. I'll have months of stories now, and many happy memories. I've got you something nice. You can have a happy memory too. Ooh, what is that? A table. And what did we get here? What the heck is that? Mirkwood desk. Right. I'm feeling like we're needing a whole bunch more space to put down furniture and stuff, but I don't really know when that sort of mechanic is going to be introduced. Oh man, this being a rainy day, I don't know if it's really a good day to be speaking to Lily about, you know, the cooking club, but we may as well get it done. The mixing bowl is fixed. Hello, Blue Love. Have you got that old mixing bowl with you? Here it is. Look at that. The metal shines as bright as a noonday sun. And it has Neffy's strange letters all around its rim. Wonderful. So now we can start cooking in our cooking club. Go talk to Marigold at the Ivy Bush. The old club boards are down there. Let's start using them again. Ooh, yes, okay. We don't really know much about these club boards. I'll go and talk to her. Thank you, Mrs. Cotton. Don't forget your bowl. But it's your bowl. I've got plenty of bowls, and you could do with a new one. See you soon, Blue. Oh, how nice. Okay, so the dwarven mixing bowl is ours. Maybe that's the last thing that we need for the kitchen to be able to, you know, cook brilliant meals. Anyway, I think it's time for us to go and sell some fish. And maybe a few other bits and pieces. I mean, these blackberries, I don't mind selling those. Hedge mustard. Man, I'm getting real tired of like having to pick up all of the hedge mustard, to be honest. Maybe it's not as worthwhile because you don't really get a lot out of a whole bunch of them, right? So perhaps maybe like I'll try not to do this like every day. Maybe we can do it like every now and then. Because I feel like it's more worthwhile catching fish and selling those. Cotton. Okay. Decent amount of cash. I like that. What is he selling today? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, he's got like some ingredients as well, like maybe some flavorings. So if we used some of this stuff, would that change the property of certain dishes? It might, right? I mean, we definitely need lemons in the household, right? Like maybe I should buy the orange as well, but maybe a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, some sugar in case we need that sweetness. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna need to go home and tuck some of these things away. So I'm just trying to think of the appropriate time to have the meal with the folks that we've invited. Orlo hasn't exactly told us if anyone is getting upset with us. So maybe I don't need to worry about inviting anyone for tomorrow. I'm just looking for nuts. Doesn't look like there are nuts from this tree this time around. But I do see some just across over here. Definitely want these walnuts. I wonder if the blackberries are in season all year round. Okay, so I'll drop all of the ingredients off and... Oh, that's right. I completely forgot, but we were supposed to buy some more ingredients. Well, sorry, not ingredients, some more seeds, rather. I reckon we'll do that. Let's see. Do we want to go for some recipes right now? I suppose we should. So, this is a sour dish. We need a bit of rhubarb for it. And we don't really have a lot of rhubarb though, do we? Only 6. So we won't be able to make this very often, but I reckon this is a decent choice. Got 2-star milk. I'll keep that for when we really, really need to impress someone. Let's go ahead and smoothen this up a little bit. Maybe there. So I don't see the mixing bowl anywhere. The game's not exactly telling us how to use it. Let's go middle of the way. Done. The oats. Chuck that in there, and the milk. Throw that in there as well. And we are done. Ooh, a 2-star. Very nice. So let's store it in the pantry for now. And then we need another sour dish. So the currants are sour. Maybe we could go with a nut that's going to give us some sourness. Would that even be achievable? I don't think so. Let's back out of that. Cool taters and beans. I reckon we might be able to achieve something with the very good fish cakes, or perhaps maybe just the tuck-burrowed pikelets again. Do we have any sour tasting fish? No. Okay. Alright. We could go with more rhubarb. Rich rhubarb pie. I reckon we go with the pikelets, to be honest. Because the currants are already sour and they're a requirement, so... Puffball... Oh, hang on. Hang on. No, this is not going to turn out sour. Are we missing some fish to make, say, the crispy fish pie? I think we might be. We need some stone loach. I'm gonna see if we can try and find some stone loach. Obviously, we do need to go into the village once more to grab those seeds. I feel like today's maybe not the day for stone loach, considering the weather. I do feel like the fish pie is a good chance for us to make the right dish. If we can't make the right dish, I reckon I'll go with the rhubarb. What was it? Like rhubarb pie? Yeah, can't say that I'm a fan of rhubarb though. Rhubarb in general. Yeah, I don't think today's the day. We can sell all these ones that we've found this time around. I think the stone loach prefers like sunny weather. We're gonna need to make that other meal soonish though, and actually invite the people over. Let's buy cabbage sprout seeds. I think we need some brown onion. Go with some turnips? Maybe. They're pretty cheap, so I'll buy all of it. What else? Brown taters? I suppose we could go with some brown taters. We might not be able to grow absolutely everything that we've bought, but we'll just utilize the amount of space that we have. So I don't have anything in the inventory right now, so this might be a good chance for us to go have a look around near Delphi's tree. Sort of just hoping to come across new and interesting things in this season. Plenty of penny buns. Penny buns? No, puffballs. Still in this season. And also hazelnuts. Oh, what about this? Oh, we can harvest that as well. What will we use the windfall wood for? Truffles. Hey. Now we're getting somewhere. I wonder if truffles are worth quite a bit of money. I mean, just because they're worth quite a bit in the real world, you know, doesn't always mean that that translates. But, you know, they could be rare. They seem a lot harder to find, these truffles. I take that back. As soon as I said that, we just, like, came across, like, 3 more. Some elderberry. Chestnuts. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what we saw the previous night, which we didn't end up picking up though. Oh, what a haul! Very good. Well, the day is kind of getting on here, though, so we probably do need to get a move on. Make the meal. Invite the people. Yeah, better do that before we run out of the day. Well, actually, we won't run out. I assume people would still be happy having a meal pretty late at night. But I kind of want to just, like, skip to the next day as soon as we can. So let's make the rhubarb pie. I think I'll be pretty happy with that. So yeah, rich rhubarb pie. So cream, oats, rhubarb. We need to make this sour, so it's gonna need to be a sour berry, blackberry, and some currants. Cool. Let's try and get this right, if we can. So I think we're happy to just remain in the middle here. But we do need to make things a little tender. I wonder if we have the opportunity with the blackberry or the currants. Not exactly. So, I don't really understand why this would tell us that it needs to be a little bit tender when you don't even have the opportunity to use the pan. Yeah, anyway. We're done, and let's store it in the pantry. And I do want to just like throw all of this stuff in the pantry as well. Food items only, windfall wood. Don't really know how to use that, but maybe if we sell it, we might get a bit of money from it. Okay, and let's grab our 2 meals. And let's invite people over. Okay, so it shouldn't really matter which meal is served to who. So I should both be pretty happy with all of that. Another afternoon tea. Okay, very happy with that, obviously. And I think he's pretty keen on this one as well. So hopefully we get some decent gifts. Nice. So we don't always get the gifts immediately, right? Like sometimes you only get the gifts like in the mail. Creamy pumpkin soup. That's definitely something that we're going to want to try and make. Awesome. Alright. And we should catch our other guest before he leaves. Hobson. A lovely tater slices with eggplants. Ooh. Okay, very rare. Is it now? Tater slices with eggplants. Nice. Okay. Alright, so hopefully we have the ability to make some of those recipes already because, oh, actually, come to think of it, we don't really have the pumpkins on hand just yet, but I'm sure that'll happen soon. Let's try and get our new veg in. I'm just trying to figure out whether or not I can squeeze some of this stuff in. And whether or not they'll be happy. No, they won't be happy with the Brussels sprouts growing right next to them. Taters. I don't know if taters would be happy with Brussels sprouts, but what about turnips? They're okay with turnips, but... Okay, let's put the sprouts in there. And then let's do brown onions here, or... Hang on, taters maybe? Turnips? Okay, I have no idea what the sprouts go with at this stage. Maybe flowers of some kind. But I suppose we can grow some turnips in here. We haven't exactly found a recipe that calls for turnips, though. I could do something like that, and then have, like, onions growing on either side. Doesn't seem like a bad idea to me. So we'll get some onions tomorrow, or onion seeds. But yeah, that looks pretty good to me. We've got a little bit more time towards the end of the day here. I wonder if I can just top up on a few more fish. And I don't think we'll have the time to sell the fish immediately, but we'll be able to do it immediately when we wake up tomorrow morning though. Come on. There we go. Alright. So, pretty happy with that. I mean, if we just quickly run in there, we might actually be able to make the sale. Okay, saved by the bell. Right. Let's sell. Yeah, how much is this? 20. Well, I suppose it's decent, but not better than selling, like, fish and stuff. I wonder if different people pay you different amounts depending on what you're trying to sell them. I probably don't need to buy any more seeds right now. I'm waiting for more brown onion seeds to appear tomorrow. Okay, so I think by the time we get home, we should be able to have a sleep. And because we're not having any guests tomorrow, I think it might be a good time for us to check out the club boards. We need to speak to Marigold about that. Probably going to be a busy day tomorrow morning. Every single one of our planters needs a little bit of water. But we'll definitely get to it. Beautiful. Man, I do love autumn. Autumn's my favorite season. I mean, if you've been around the channel for a while and you follow like Dinkum and all that sort of stuff, you probably have already heard that. Like, I keep saying it over and over. Yeah, why not? Let's take the cape off today. I think this will be a decent look. Let's get to watering, so we don't forget. And yeah, I wonder if anything is harvestable already. It looks like some of our onions might be ready. Turnips? Yeah, so turnips take a couple of days, I guess, to grow. It's not too bad. So yeah, there we go. That's like telling us that this is good perhaps for another day. I might actually leave that. But we take the turnips out and the onions, and we should store these. Oh, we should read our letters. Just to let you know that Neffy is feeling a little bit down. We should invite Neffy and Fosco as well. Alright, Neffy and Fosco. Good, missing just one thing. It's this once-off gift. Even brilliant cooks know they could be brillianter. And with my stock, your cooking could bring even Neffy to tears. Visit soon, no further complimentary gifts to be had. Special items in stock now. What's that? A portrait of a young marigold. Right. Near as good as Lily. Hello, Hobbit. That was a fine meal yesterday. You're nearly as good as Lily. Don't tell her I said that, Orlo. It suited me very nicely. Have this with my thanks. A wheelbarrow and some cream. Nice. Okay. I reckon our farm could do with a wheelbarrow that just sits there. Let's see. I'm hoping to find stone loach. If we don't, obviously this is just going to be a little bit of money for us. There we go. That's what we needed. We should keep both of them. Maybe even 3 of them. I wish you could just make the crispy fish pie without using stone loach though. Like surely you could replace the stone loach with something else. Righto. Okay, with that done, let's head to... Well, we'll sell a few things first. But we do need to check out that board, so keen on seeing what happens next after we do that. I suppose he can have one of our stone loaches. Otherwise we're not really making too much money today. Whoa, that's a 3-star cream? How do you get 3 stars? Well, I mean, I don't even know if we'll be able to make cream ourselves, but... let's try to find this board. So it should be over here somewhere. Actually, sorry, I keep forgetting to buy seeds, guys. Let me go back and buy some seeds. So... we ought to buy a couple more turnip seeds. Rosemary. That we have not seen. Sprouts, sure. And obviously some more brown onions. Only 1 seed though. Wait a sec. Did I just see... Oh, he's got some veg just simply to buy. I did not know that. Maybe that could have been our resolution to, I guess, some of the earlier days when we were, you know, trying to figure out how to get certain veggies. I mean, it doesn't seem to stock the same things over and over though, so it's not entirely reliable, but it's better than nothing, right? Marigold. About the club boards. I've been looking for those club notice boards, but bless my barrels, I can't find them anywhere. Where have you looked? Everywhere. I've spoken to an old traveler. They thought they were outside near the water. But I spoke to another hobbit, and they reckoned they were on top of the roof. perhaps you should have a look around. Anything else I can help with? It's no trouble at all. Nah, don't worry. I'll find these boards. Okay. So... find the club boards. What's going on over here? Clear. Oh! They're just here. Behind all of the vines. Well, look at that. I would never have found these old boards. I mean, they were literally just like in front of you. You've worked hard setting up these clubs. I'm sure Nora will have you running more errands from the Book of Rules soon enough. But right now, you deserve a rest. Ah, but there's plenty more to do. In that case, you could get started on these club challenges. Those club leaders haven't been lazing around. I'll put them up on the notice boards. Do you know what this means, Bluebanks? After so many years, the clubs have come back to Bywater. Ooh, and we get quite a few different gifts there. Some jams. I wonder if we get the ability to make our own jams at some point, but yeah, check all of this out. So can we check every single notice board, or... view missions? Yeah, I guess so. White buttons. 8 wild beef. Okay, right. And you get some rewards for, I guess, turning them into this location? That's what I assume. Surely we have enough hazelnuts, right? So is there any reason for us to not pick these up immediately? Is there a time limit? Club missions are challenges that garner a variety of rewards and club experience. Pick up new missions at the notice board in the Ivy Bush Inn and take completed missions to the club's leader. Oh, right. Okay. Well, in that case, we would need to speak to Delphi about all of these hazelnuts. But it doesn't say that we need to do it within a certain period of time, right? Which means that we could just simply do this in our own time, and once we have all of the things to turn in, we could just, you know, show up and give it to them. Oh, this is even easier. Just one hazelnut. One dawn dace. Cook using these ingredients. Oh, right, it's a little bit different. Yeah, you need to make a dish that includes the said ingredient. Interesting indeed. Cook 3 meals using any nut. I assume we don't need to bring the meals here to complete the task. So how do I... is there a way I can take a look at club missions? Yeah, I can from here. Club progressions. Clubs allow you to gain reputation towards your experience in cooking, gardening, and more. You can gain experience by simply doing the activity or by completing club missions. Leveling up your club levels provides activity-specific special upgrades and rewards. Hey, okay. Cooking station unlock. Oh, this is the way we're going to unlock a whole bunch of stuff in our home and perhaps maybe elsewhere. Ooh, very exciting indeed. Let's take a look at the fishing missions though, because I would love to be able to catch a few different fish. So yeah, all of this just requires us to catch said fish, but then maybe with the foraging ones, instead of turning in the ingredients themselves, I actually need to forage the ingredients. I think that's where I'm getting a little bit mixed up. So yeah, I mean, we found a lot of dawn dace, found a lot of rough. Let's not pick up like every single thing that we see, because we can always just come back here. We can chip away at it. I reckon this is maybe a good spot for us for a break, guys, so I'm going to do that. When we come back, obviously we'll set out some invites for some people who haven't, you know, hung out with us for a while. And yeah, we'll continue to level up our clubs and hopefully unlock a few different things here and there to see what else this game has to offer. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Drop me a like down below if you did. Chuck us some comments if you want to get in touch, and maybe if you've got some tips, leave them there as well. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.